What is up, Ladder Climbers? This is Antoine Wade, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about you can't go wrong if you major in management information systems, also known as information technology management, also known as business information technology, also known as business technology management. There's a whole bunch of names for management information systems and information technology management out there. It really just depends on the overall school and how they have set up their program and their curriculum. No school wants to copy the other school, so a lot of times they come up with their own name for the same sort of major. But guys, in this video today, I'm just going to start it off just like this. I was a management information systems major. I graduated back in 2005 from the University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee, and I can tell you this right now, it was the best choice for me. I went into college really looking to be an engineer, and I started off as a computer engineer. Then I transferred schools, and they no longer had a computer engineer program at the school that I transferred, which is University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee. So I majored in computer science, and I love the computer science program at the school. But, however, I was one of those guys who wasn't strong at math. I know this may relate to a lot of you because many of you write on this channel and ask, Antoine, should I do computer science? Or should I do management information systems because I'm not good at math? Well, that was a situation that I found myself in as well. And I tried to go down the path of computer science. I did the math. I passed the classes, but I was passing with low grades, guys. I'm talking about like C minuses, maybe even a D. And maybe if I had to take some classes over again. However, nonetheless, talking to my advisor one day, I just went to her office and I just said, hey, you know what? I love the computer science program. However, is there another major that exists out there that has a combination of computer science and business? And she said, you know what, Antoine? Absolutely. There is a major that exists out there, and it's called management information systems. Then she started to tell me everything about management information systems, like I'm going to tell you in this video today. And guess what? My ears start to perk up. I start to get hot. I'm like, man, why didn't anybody tell me this before? And once I learned about it, I was like, this is it. This is everything that I was looking for. And I wish somebody would have told me this going into school, and I would have saved a lot of time. The good thing about me changing my major when I did is that I didn't have to spend an extra year in school because I made up for it during summer school. So if you find yourself in a position, guys, where you're going to be changing your major from computer science in your third year or your senior year or your sophomore year, guys, you don't have to spend an extra year in school to make that decision. You can do winter classes. You can do summer classes. You can load up your schedule, right, and not work or things like that to make up that time. So don't feel bad if you have to ultimately switch your major to something like management information systems if computer science is very hard or very difficult for you. But let me jump into what management information systems, what my counselor told me at that point in time. She said, Antoine, you know what? Management information systems is a combination of business and computer science. And what I meant, I was like, what? Business and computer science? She said, well, it's not really computer science. She said it's more business and IT. So I said, tell me a little bit more. She said, well, you're going to learn everything about an overall business, from the accounting, the finance, the marketing, the management, the communication, the supply chain management. But you're also going to spend a lot of time on the technical side, on the IT side as well. And what I was like, what do you mean by IT? Only thing I knew about IT at that point in time was coding. Well, she said, well, guess what? You're going to learn how to code in this program as well, because you're going to be taking some intro to object-oriented languages as well too, and system analysis design. And I was like, what is system analysis design? She said, well, how you design a system from scratch, right? And how you think about all the things that goes into a system, and as well as database admin stuff, such as learning how to write SQL tables or SQL queries, and how to create tables and things like that. And I was just all in awe about it because I was like, that's everything that I really want to do. I really want to be technical, but I also want to have a good, strong business foundation because it just fits my personality. As you guys can tell, I'm a pretty outgoing person. So I want to be in front of people to try to solve their problems. And that's ultimately what management information systems is. It is a degree that provides students with the knowledge they need to develop creative and effective business solutions so that they can help the business solve problems and to resolve any sort of issues that may come up, and to really search for opportunities to grow the overall bottom line. That's what management information systems allows for you to do, but it allows for you to do it by using technology. So ultimately, the program is going to give you a strong business foundation as well as a strong technical foundation as well. And the strong technical foundation is going to be very useful for you. And the reason why I said it is because you need a technical foundation in order for you to solve problems today, because everything in the world has to do with data. That's exactly what you need to solve problems. If you think about it, data is needed in order for you to solve problems. In order for you to make a decision, you have to have some sort of like inputs from the data that you've gathered, whether it is, combing from a database, or whether it's you reading something and understanding, trends and things like that. Data is important, and it is very needed in order for you to solve the business challenges of today. And data is something that's being recorded every minute of the day. It doesn't matter what you're doing. There's data that's being gathered. If you're searching on the internet, there's data being gathered and so forth, and it's being used for you or against you in either way. But getting back to management information systems, it is a business major, guys. Typically, it's in the School of Business Administration. Sometimes some programs do have it in the School of Sciences, right, or the computer science, but the majority of schools have it in the School of Business, so it is a business major. And it's going to give you a strong business side as well as a strong technical side. And here's the thing. I think the degree is going to be very good at teaching you soft skills, because in order for you to make a high salary in your career, you're going to have to learn how to work with people. And when you are in your business fundamental classes, the marketing, the accounting, the finance, you're going to have to do a lot of projects, and you're going to have to learn how to work in teams. And learning how to work in teams and learning how to work with people are very important in order for you to get to the bag, as I would say, and to get to a high salary. And then you're going to have to do things on the technical side. When you are in your programming class, a lot of your assignments are going to be on your own. However, when you are in some of your project management or system analysis or database admin class, you're going to be doing some group assignments in those classes as well too, guys. And again, it's really about working with people, so it's going to allow for you to improve your overall soft skills. You're going to have to do presentations as well in these classes, and you're going to have to talk to people in the front of the room. So get prepared to be that guy or that girl shaking and sweating when you have to give a presentation on something that you need to present in the class. Get used to it, because it's going to allow for you to make a lot more money in the future, but also to get comfortable with speaking to people and to articulate yourself and your ideas to other people, especially one day if you want to get into sales. But here's the thing. If you are a management information systems major, there are a lot of jobs that you can get out of school. One is an analyst, a database admin, a system admin, a software engineer, which I was when I graduated school. I always wanted to be a software engineer. So I went down the path of becoming a software engineer. I took a lot of electives in coding, right? Not only that, I finished my degree with a minor in computer science. So whereas traditional MIS major would probably have 1 or 2 programming courses, I had like 3 or 4 just to sharpen my skills a bit because I wanted to be a software engineer. But you can become a SAP developer working for one of the largest supply chain ERP companies that exist out. ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. And SAP is one of the largest companies that exist out there and the largest ERP provider that exists out there. And they compete with companies like Oracle and other supply chain companies and things like that. But you can become an IT manager as well, a data analyst, a data scientist. There are so many different jobs that you can take with a management information systems major. And this is the reason why I talk about it a lot and why you can't go wrong with that kind of a degree, because it gives you a strong foundation that you can build upon to take the path that you want to take in your life that allows for you to make the money that you want to make. If you want to become a librarian, you can become a librarian. If you want to become a data scientist, you can take some additional electives or get a certification in, data analytics and things like that. If you want to become a IT manager one day, you can get other certifications on top of your degree to make you a more well-rounded person in the IT. But at least your foundation is strong with a management information systems degree. What I would also say is this, guys. The major is probably about a 3 out of 4 in the form of difficulty. When I think of things like engineering majors, such as computer science or electrical engineering or mechanical engineering, I think those are like very difficult. 4 out of 4 out of difficulty. When I think about management information systems, I think it's a difficult major, but it's more like a 3 out of 4. It's a lot more difficult than things like a general business degree or a management degree because you have to do the tech stuff and you're going to have to really focus on those business core courses as well too. And it's going to be some math that is in the management information systems information technology curriculum that is going to not be theory based but more practical math as well too. But it is a 3 out of 4 in my opinion on a difficulty scale, but it's not as hard as something on the engineering scale. But what I would also say is this, guys, it is a degree that you can get to do the jobs that a lot of people on the computer science side get, such as programming and developing, but also for you to do things that those guys can't really do, which is something like sales. If you go into sales, you can make a killing in the software space. And I can tell you like this, you can make $1 million, $500,000 a year. I've made $500,000 plus just this year being in management information systems major, being in sales. So it is the degree that will give you a lot of flexibility to take the path that you want to take in your career. And I am advising you guys to really look into this degree because it is powerful. I've even shared with you all that my niece was going to go to school to get a degree in political science. And I helped her change her mind to management information systems. And I showed her what I was able to do from a salary standpoint in a given year and talk to her about software sales. And that's the path that she wants to go into because she wants to make a lot of money. So I want to leave you guys with that you can't go wrong with a management information systems major. You can't go wrong with information technology major. You can't go wrong with a business information technology major or a business technology major, whatever it is. They are all the same. You can't go wrong if you were to major in that. And if you want to build on top of that foundation to do other things in the IT space, because it's so wide, you can get your certifications and other things. But your foundation is going to be very strong and you're going to have a respectable degree in a respectable major. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Do me a favor, leave me a comment if you like this video. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet. And until next time, y'all. Peace.